What's up, y'all? I'm Jordy, and today I'm going to be using a really powerful team from way back in the day. This is the team that Alex Underhill used to get first place at the very first regional in Regulation F. It's got Chien-Pao Dragonite, it's got Entei with Assault Vest, OGERPON is here, I love her, the water one especially. It's a Raging Bolt with safety goggles, and it's a special attack boosted Flutter main. A lot of these sets are pretty old, but hopefully they keep up in the current meta. We'll see. We'll also see if this is the style of team that I can play. And I picked this team in particular because the rental code is still up. So you can use this rental code if you want to play with your friends or something, even though there's not actually a ranked ladder for Reg F. But for me, I'm going to be playing in a closed ladder tour, so I had to rebuild the team myself. I only made a couple minor changes for convenience. The Raging Bolt is now Fairy Tera for me, and the Dragonite's EV spread is a little bit different. But the paste down in the description below will be this team, so if you use this rental, you'll get that team. Hopefully I can do well with it. Let's get into some battles. Alright, here we are, and we've got the host of this little tour. With Gouging Fire Lucario. Ooh, that's spicy. Alright, they also have a water pond, which is very cool. Chien-Pao Amoonguss Tornadus. Alright, so they've got speed control on us for sure. With presumably speed booster and tailwind. And I guess we have max speed Chien-Pao, so we can at least tie their Chien-Pao. How do I want to do this? Extreme speed seems extremely good. I don't hate Dragonite in any capacity. Flutter main is fine, but there's quite a few threats to it. Unless you bring OGERPON right out the gate. I like Dragonite, Chien-Pao. Entei's like kind of fantastic, if I'm being honest. The only problem is their OGERPON, which I could just do Entei OGERPON, which is a great combo. Dragonite, Chien-Pao in the back. What's the worst that could happen? Gouging Fire, lead, Breaking Swipe weakens like my whole team. Maybe I have Bolt for that, but I do want to bring Bolt a little. I'll try Bolt if we get a rematch. But I think Dragonite, Chien-Pao in the back should be enough, even if we get off to a slow start. That's a good trainer card. Gouging Fire and OGERPON. Okay, so the exact things I don't want to see. Cool, cool. Booster speed. Yep. Alright, you cannot get away with Ivy Cudgel into me. And you know this. So why don't I Sacred Fire their OGERPON and Horn Leech it. Yeah, I don't hate that. Beat Crash into my OGERPON. We live that pretty well. They have the faster Horn Leech, which is actually good for us, because then they don't heal anything back. We get a Horn Leech off on them. Very nice. Get a little bit of health back. We're still in Heat Crash range. As long as Sacred Fire connects, OGERPON is gone. Whew! That was, we still had extreme speed to finish it off, so I'm not worried about that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Good job, OGERPON, taking that double up very well. This is a pretty bulky OGERPON on this team, so I'm not that surprised we were able to handle that. Amoonguss. Amoonguss makes sense. You can come in here, you think you might be able to spore something. Why don't I Tera Grass? Stomping their Gouging Fire. Spiky Shield. So like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna Heat Crash my Entei? That doesn't seem very likely. I can get some damage off. Both of my Mons are immune to Spore. I threatened the Amoonguss. It might want to Tera. I would love to see a Tera on Amoonguss here. Yeah, okay, good. So I didn't waste my time trying to go Sacred Fire there. It's Fairy Amoonguss, that's for Raging Bolt. They're very afraid of Raging Bolt, but that's a good answer to it. Except ours is Goggling, so it's not going to matter there, but we didn't bring it. Heat Crash into the spiky shield. Love to see it. I would love to see a Spore into Entei as well. That is not very much damage. Alright, I think I'm happy to lose OGERPON now. I'm gonna get some Sacred Fire damage on the Amoonguss. And if you let me... No, I think I just want to follow me with OGERPON, honestly. I don't want them to try to go Fire Move into Entei. Ruin my day. Okay, yep, take out the OGERPON. Presumably Pollen Puff into your own Mon, or go for Sludge Bomb if you have that instead. We get the burn on a Amoonguss, that shouldn't matter. But a little bit of chip is good. Okay, the Sludge Bomb instead of Pollen Puff, I'm actually fine with seeing that. I think I'm going Dragonite. I don't mind going Dragonite here. I would expect they try to bait me into hitting their Gouging Fire with, like, Extreme Speed, and then they try to burn me, since both of my Mons can be burned now. So I actually want to double up the Amoonguss. But I want to lock Extreme Speed. I don't hate locking Extreme Speed since they did already Tera. Yeah, I'll go Sacred Fire plus Extreme Speed into Amoonguss. Amoonguss is the protect. Ooh, that's not good. Blocked and blocked. And Breaking Swiped. That's rough. That's really rough there. Okay. What do I want to do? I think I want to Extreme Speed into Gouging Fire, get some chip there, and just actually get Dragonite off the field now into Chien-Pao. It's a little risky, but I think I need Dragonite's attack back. Extreme Speed into Gouging Fire, that's some good chip right there. It's another Breaking Swipe, so you're not actually taking a KO here. Instead going for 4. Okay. I get it. I think it's probably attack Chien-Pao to leave Entei available to Stomping. Pao will definitely be asleep here. So I can Stomping Gouging Fire. I guess I just gotta click a move with Chien-Pao. Nothing's gonna happen with it. Okay, they're not going for a Spore this turn. They're bringing in Lucario. Get greedy and go for Howl. They'll T-Crash into Entei. Okay. Chien-Pao has the opportunity to wake up anytime now. That I like. We've seen Heat Crash, Breaking Swipe, presumably Howl and Burning Bulwark, but I can't be sure. Since Extreme Speed can pick off Gouging Fire here, I would expect them to go for Burning Bulwark, but they could just not. I'm going to Stomping the Lucario and Sucker Punch Gouging Fire. Chien-Pao stays asleep. That's actually rough because they are attacking. Nope, they're using Howl. Okay. What's the speed on your Lucario? Probably more than I have on my Dragonite, right? Oh, they have Ice Punch! No! Alright, losing to Lucario is funny. I love it. Alright, yeah, I definitely didn't play that as well as I could have. That turn where Amoonguss protected the double up, I don't know how you called that, but well done. I guess I go for Sucker Punch in case there's some shenanigans there. I do wake up, and I do get the Sucker Punch, but it's not even enough. Wow, okay. Bullet Punch +1 should take it. No, Chien-Pao just takes that, okay. Heat Crash does it. Woo, good game. Yeah, I do think my Raging Bolt could have been really good in that matchup. Probably should have brought it. Other than that, they had the faster lead, which was rough. Anyway, GG. Alright, another matchup here against the Urban Ranger. Alright, we're bringing Raging Bolt this time. And Raging Bolt's gonna do it. Whatever it is. What about Pao Knight lead with Raging Bolt? That might not be the worst idea in the world. Honestly, the Gouging Fire... Flutter Mane OGERPON is a good lead, actually. I can redirect whatever Gouging Fire wants to do, I can get off big damage with Flutter Mane, and then I can have Raging Bolt in the back alongside... Entei? Don't bring Pao Knight at all? Yeah, getting locked into E-Speed isn't very good. Entei's really solid here. I don't want to get rid of that. I want Bolt. I want all these, yeah. I think this might be a better plan. A lot less vulnerable to Breaking Swipe here. Not worried about burns as much. Got some mons that can actually handle Gouging Fire. So I can focus down other things. Pao Pon. Okay. Pao and Pon. We get the special attack boost, so they know they can be faster easily. I think I want to protect Flutter and just go for a Horn Leech into their Pao. I guess they could double my OGERPON. They protect their Pao. Okay, that's one of the things I wanted to see. I wanted to scout out if they were going to protect. And I did get to see them protect, which is cool. And it's a double protect. Beautiful. Now you can't protect anything. I like Gleam, and I like Follow Me. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with Gleam, Follow Me. I don't want a Tera here because if they attack my OGERPON, they'd use a grass move. They probably wouldn't risk Ivy Cudgel in this position anyway. It could just be like Crash plus Horn Leech, take out OGERPON, trade for Gleam. It's Ice Spinner, so it can't even miss. It's Life Orb Pao. Okay, we take Pao. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay. Lucario with the Sash, then, most likely. Horn Leech won't do it now. Yeah, you needed Chien-Pao on the field for that. Okay. Lovely. Really good turn, really good. This lead is already paying off. Gouging Fire is here. Do I mind double protecting? Definitely don't want to double protect because they could take advantage of that with a Howl. I think I want to do as much damage as possible. Do I want a Tera here for my Dazzling Gleam, or do I want to save it for Entei or Bolt? I want to save it for Entei or Bolt. So I'll go big Moonblast into OGERPON, follow me. If they commit Tera on their OGERPON now, I guess that's okay. You could go for an attack into my OGERPON and then you get Ivy Cudgel. Okay, they don't Tera the OGERPON. Maybe I should have committed my Tera to just blast their OGERPON. But then they don't seem that strong. They don't have any boosts. Do they even KO in return? I guess they might crit. Tera would totally do it. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. No, you're not enough to take us out. Beautiful. Let's go Raging Bolt. We're going to see, what, a Follow Me and Breaking Swipe? Or not Breaking Swipe. It'd be Follow Me and hit Flutter Mane, right? So I just protect a Flutter Mane, Thunderbolt your OGERPON. Seems pretty safe here. Get rid of the redirection, and then I can Draco this Gouging Fire. Which may have, like, Fairy Tera or something waiting for me. But if you Fairy Tera, then I could burn you with Sacred Fire later, which could be cool. Alright, they're just burning Bulwark. Is it also Spiky Shield, just baiting out my Flutter's Protect? Might still be. Yeah, okay. Good play. The way I can get Entei in here pretty safely, though. I just bring in Entei. And I Thunderclap the OGERPON. That way they can't Cudgel as my Entei comes in. I could end up losing a turn here. A Breaking Swipe. Breaking Swipe plus Follow Me makes no sense, though. You wouldn't leave Flutter Mane untouched. Unless you're calling my exact play. Like, at this point, you gotta be thinking I'm just gonna give you the Flutter Mane, right? OGERPON swaps, okay, so I don't get the Thunderclap. Hello, Lucario. And we see a Tera on the Gouging Fire. Okay. Covering for my Draco Meteor. Fairy Tera. Cool. Sacred Fire for everybody now. Sacred Fires all around. Yep, Heat Crash, beautiful. It does none damage. Let us Sacred Fire the Gouging Fire. Thunderbolt the Lucario. I want to split my damage here. Yeah, Lucario does detect. That's not that surprising. Breaking Swipe, yep. Not a big deal. Honestly, an opportunity to bring in Flutter Mane again. Especially if I get this burn, would be nice. Oh yeah. That's some good stuff right there. That's real good stuff right there. Honestly, I think I just fish for burn on Lucario now. Maybe even protect my Raging Bolt. Yeah, why not? Want to play the slow game, let these burns add up. There's another Breaking Swipe into Entei. Is it double into Entei? I could have brought in Flutter Mane there. Ice Punch into Raging Bolt. Nice, nice. Close Combat does more, though, so I guess that covers for Flutter Mane. Beautiful. No burn on the Lucario, but it's in Thunderclap range. I'm going to bring in Flutter Mane for the Entei now. I think it's time to Tera Fairy. And probably get rid of the Gouging Fire with a Thunderbolt? We do know about Bullet Punch Lucario, so going Fairy is like, I guess it's a little risky there. They can get around my Thunderclap at least. Lucario swap. Don't really mind that. Into OGERPON, the reliable partner. Now if it's a Burning Bulwark, good play I guess, but that doesn't really get you out of much. I'm hoping to see a Breaking Swipe. I feel like there's not much point in protecting Gouging Fire at this point. I could see it going for Howls. I could see it going for... Lucario Ice Punched and then swapped. Is it Choice Band maybe? Yeah, it's Howls. Cool. Thunderbolt. Very nice. Gouging Fire is getting very low. It could be Follow Me, it could be Double Protect. It won't be Breaking Swipe. So I can bring in Entei. Thunderclap OGERPON, that's safe. I really just can't let OGERPON attack. Burning Bulwark. Is it also Spiky Shield? Because I really don't mind if it is. In fact, I like it if it is. Yeah, cool. That's really nice. Now I can Extreme Speed one and Thunderclap the other. I think I like Extreme Speed OGERPON. Thunderclap Gouging Fire. Yeah, that's the only way it would work. Because if it's Follow Me... Yeah, Extreme Speed the OGERPON. There's no Follow Me to redirect Thunderclap. All you can do is Howl yourself. Or swap out. If you swap out, you're slower than Flutter Mane, and that's beautiful. You need to keep Gouging Fire on the field, basically. Okay. We got some stuff. Some stuff is working. It is Follow Me. So Extreme Speed, pick that off. Nice. Trying to get in a Breaking Swipe or a Heat Crash maybe, but not going to let that happen. Could be another Howl. Just to waste my Thunderclap. Nope. Thunderclap. Boom. Gone. Love it. Alright, Lucario with Bullet Punch. Getting around Thunderclap is a little awkward, but like... They already used Tera? Yeah. Stomping Tantrum. What was the last Pokemon? Oh yeah, Chien-Pao went down right away. It's like I was like, why don't they have another Pokemon? Oh right, I eated it. Yeah, Bullet Punch. Is it Choice Band? It doesn't feel like it. Okay. Maybe I was worried about Choice Band for no reason. It's probably the Sash. Goodbye, Lucario. Alright, we got one. We got one win, one loss against Urban there. Maybe we can get a third one? We'll see. Alright, we're getting our best of 3 versus the Urban Ranger. And what I brought this time was a lot more effective than last. I think I'm going to lead Raging Bolt now. If it's Gouging Fire and OGERPON on lead, I like this a lot. And I also like... Do I like Entei with Raging Bolt? Don't hate it. Yeah, and then OGERPON Flutter Mane in back. Sure, let's do it. Same 4, different order. I imagine Chien-Pao gets dropped this time, since that wasn't very effective. But what's the change? Oh, it's Chien-Pao Tornado. That is very different than what I expected to see. Very, very different. I'm happy to just rip Tera Fairy right off the bat. Thunderbolt the Torn. Sacred Fire the Chien-Pao. I'm super cool with this. That is a great lead matchup. If I had gone Flutter Mane OGERPON again, The Tornadus could be pretty threatening, so I get it. It's for the OGERPON. Kind of sad they didn't bring a Moongus last time, because I had the safety goggles bolt for that specifically. The Moongus was pretty good. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Fairy Tera is working for me. I guess it's like a little better than the water would have been. Oh, Rain Dance Thorn. That's cool. You block my Sacred Fire. There's not too much damage you can do here. I guess you got strong Dark move into Entei. Tornadus goes all the way down from a crit. I mean, it's a Raging Bolt, so how bulky are you? You know you're not Assault Vest. OGERPON comes in. Well, I have my own OGERPON, so that's nice. Why don't I protect my Raging Bolts and get my OGERPON in? Can't be bad. OGERPON in rain is really scary, but I do have my own OGERPON, so it's not the worst thing in the world. A spinner, beautiful call. Ivy Cudgel heals me up. Nice. I would like to get rid of their OGERPON. I want a Draco and follow me. I want to do as much damage to their OGERPON as possible. They're not going to Tera Water because that would make them more weak to Thunderbolt. I'm hoping Draco Meteor can put it into range for either Flutter Mane or Entei to pick it off easily. They are going to Tera Water, aren't they? Unless that's Stellar Pow. Okay, Stellar Pow makes sense. Make sure you get the KO on OGERPON here. Yeah, the roll would have been a little iffy. I feel like Ice Spinner does it. But I get that it would have been a little iffy. But I really like that you're not tearing the OGERPON. Because if I can hit a 90% accurate move, and obviously not get one-shot by Ivy Cudgel, it would have to be a crit, I would think. Since you don't have the Tera. That did so much damage, wow. You have a Draco. Good damage. Yeah, Flutter Gleam. Very nice here. But I'm going to bait out a Protect. I'm going to double Protect here. I would like the Dazzling Gleam to get 2 KOs, if possible. I would go down to Sucker Punch, wouldn't I? I might go down to Sucker Punch. Now that I think about it. I just might. Alright, then the play is actually Thunderclap the OGERPON, protect Flutter Mane again. Is that silly? Maybe? Neither of their Mons protected. This would be a great opportunity to still have... Oh, I actually get the double protect. I didn't even want to get it. I just wanted to block the Sucker Punch. Thunderclap does not finish OGERPON. Am I pinned? I guess not entirely. At least the rain's gone too. Extreme speed the OGERPON. That's probably readable. I really need to make a call, to be honest. I double protected successfully, meaning if I try to protect again, I will almost guaranteed fail. I think I go Sacred Fire, Pow, Protect. It's a really hard call to make. Yeah, Flutter Mane's Protect will fail. Sucker Punch fails. OGERPON did attack into Entei. And takes it out. Good game. Oh my goodness. So extreme speed there. That's pretty good for me. I mean, I get to protect this one. This one will succeed. OGERPON swaps. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have attacked then, huh? Into Gouge. Yeah, I can't win against Gouging Fire, actually. That was always going to win in the end if I didn't have Entei. Yeah, I'm sure Sucker Punch probably does it. Is Life Orb stellar? It probably does it. Let's see it. Click it. I'm gonna let you do it this time. He didn't do it this time. Bye, Flutter. All right, an Urban gets the best of 3. Love it. Well, I don't love it. I lost, but it was a good set. I guess I'm not that great with this team. Good game. Good games. Alright, here we've got... Ooh. Okay, it's Gouging Fire with their own Paonite, but also Zapdos, Sinistra, and Ting-Lu. I have seen similar team before. Let's see. I can't be for sure exactly what they're gonna bring, but... I think it's like, what, Clear Amulet Ting-Lu and Dice Dragonite Scarf Zapdos, I would think. Gouging Fire, again, is kind of rough, but we have Raging Bolt, which is pretty nice. But then it's bad into the Ting-Lu. What's good into everything he's got? Entei. Entei's really good into most of the things. OGERPON is alright, maybe not amazing, but it's good. So I'll bring OGERPON. I want Raging Bolt for sure. And then do I bring Dragonite? Chien-Pao? Or Flutter? It's not Flutter. If I bring my own Pao, Ice Spinner does hit a few of those pretty hard. 4 of them are weak to Ice Spinner, actually. You know what? I'll just bring Pao. Drop Dragonite in this one, because it's like awkward to lock into any move against that team, especially with the Sinistra around. Good trainer card. Gouging Fire, Ting-Lu. Okay. Okay. I very much would like to earn the Ting-Lu. Gouging Fire goes speed boost. Cool. I want to Sacred Fire you. And I guess I have to cover for it protecting and just getting a free Howl boost. So yeah, I'll go for Sacred Fire. But I think I want to Ivy Cudgel the Gouging Fire on top of that. If it's a Tera, Ting-Lu must be attacking. Tera Poison. Okay. Not Fire, that's good. I don't think he would run Fire. Just Breaking Swipe. Okay. That's reasonable. What's the Ting-Lu doing? I'm gonna get a little bit of damage off. Maybe I'll crit. No, I don't crit. Maybe I'll burn. I do get the burn. That's big. I like to see that. Poison Tera Blast. Okay. Outrage doesn't love seeing that, obviously, but the burn helps a lot. I think now it's time for Stomping Tantrum, the Gouging Fire, and Spiky Shield, because if it's a Heat Crash or Breaking Swipe into OGERPON, we can get some chip damage. Entei will go down another attack stage, but get some damage onto the Gouging Fire as well. Okay, nope, it's just Howl. What could that be paired with, though? If you were attacking OGERPON, I'm happy. Some damage into Gouging Fire, not bad. Tera Blast into Entei this time. Good call. Doesn't do a whole lot, though. Entei at -1. I think I want to Stomping Gouging and Tera Water Cudgel it. Is it too early to pop my Tera? No, never. This will let me live a Heat Crash. This will give me an extra power boost on my Ivy Cudgel. Will this let me live a Heat Crash? I mean, there's a +1 Heat Crash, but I should live that. We're very bulky OGERPON. It is Heat Crash. We should live this. Perfect. Here's Ivy Cudgel. At -1, I don't know if it's enough, but if we crit, it will be. We don't crit. Okay. Take out Gouging Fire. Lovely. Do you call this an Earthquake? That would be devastating. Okay, it's just Tera Blast. You can take the OGERPON. That is not as bad as it could be. Not necessarily great, but the burn we got is really nice. Tinglu's at +1 but burned, chipping it down a little bit. I think I like Chien-Pao a little bit better here, since it can threaten so many. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Alright, and the Dragonite. Dragonite might just protect. So I want to try to get into Gouging Fire. So I want to try to get some stomping damage off on Tinglu, bait out the Protect on Dragonite with my own Protect on Chien-Pao. I think I like that best. Dragonite Extreme Speed into Pao. Okay. I get it. That works. Get some damage onto this Tinglu. Very nice. And it is Earthquake now. Yeah, I figured it'd be Earthquake. I thought the Dragonite might want to Protect, but this is cool too. Should take out Entei now that Sword of Ruin is on the field. Yeah. Tinglu takes a little bit of chip there. Cool. Hopefully, we can now take out the Tinglu with Thunderbolt. If not, we're in a little bit of trouble, if I'm being for real. If it's not in Thunderbolt range, we're in trouble. I'm Ice Spinnering the Dragonite. Probably go just for Earthquake here. And Extreme Speed, if I had to guess. Would it ever be worth it to double the... It might have been worth it to double the Tinglu. Alright, it is Extreme Speed at least. That's good to see. Doubt Raging Bolt goes down to 1 Earthquake anyway. Dragonite's gone. Goodbye. Can I get a very powerful Thunderbolt enough to do it? Come on, Raging Bolt, you're strong. No, it's not enough. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt real bad. That wasn't as bad as I thought. And the Tinglu actually goes all the way down, which is perfect. Alright. 2v1. Who can win the 2v1 on their team? Their own Chien-Pao wouldn't be bad. There's their own Chien-Pao. Does Sucker Punch KO our Chien-Pao? Maybe? Does it KO our Raging Bolt? No. I'm gonna go Thunderbolt. Sacred Sword. Just protect. Now you get to see that I have Sacred Sword. Would you Sucker Punch my Chien-Pao? We can play this game all you want. I will now pull the Protect to see what they've got. Just want to see what they're thinking. This does confirm to them that I can't Protect with either mod next turn. It is Sucker Punch they're going for. That's 1. Write that down. How about Draco Meteor plus my own Sucker Punch? There's the Sucker Punch. There's the Ice Spinner. Does Sucker Punch do enough to mine? Not sure. We might have to try to play one of these Sucker Punch end games. That's 2 Sucker Punches. I'm gonna go for Sacred Sword this time. Ah, they do go for the Sucker Punch. And it is enough! No! Oh, such a close match. If I went for Sacred Sword, then we would have at least gotten to a Sucker Punch. If I'd gone Thunderclap Sacred Sword, I would have won. Oh, man. Good game. And we're back. Lots of good competitive matches. I did not come out ahead most of the time. Thank you, Urban, for the best of 3, which just organically happened. That was fun. I hope you liked the team. Obviously, this is a good team. I didn't play it to the best of my abilities, I guess. The Flutter main being special attack booster did hurt me a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have been bringing it against the Gouging Fires. But it's hard to say exactly how I should have done that matchup. If you know how I should have done that matchup, let me know in the comments, I guess. But anyways, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Anyways, I'm Jordy, and alright, peace.